Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, guys, coming to you from Tutorial World with Tutorial Love. Guys, we are doing a fully every single color of the rainbow automatic sheep farm. That's right guys, it works pretty good. I just made this, 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, something like that. It is, yeah, pretty productive. Not exactly like a zero tick, but definitely will get the job done. For this one here guys, let's go for 534 likes. If you are down with the cause, don't forget to hit me up below, guys. Twitter, always follow me on Twitter for yeah, news, info, let's plays, updates, stuff like that, and things and stuff. Yes, okay, so big shout out to MC Creeper. I think I've shouted him out before. I saw this on his channel. I did do a small adjustment or two in the process to kind of save some blocks because, yeah, there was a little bit of overkill on it, and you've seen something like this before, so I just kind of adapted it. So long story short is, the one version that we have here that I did before of sheep farms, basically what it does is it shears the sheep and it spins the grass in a circle, constantly putting the grass under. So this one goes really fast. However, you'll notice very few colors. It's really hard to dye the sheep inside the one block area, and yeah, so this one definitely goes faster, but it doesn't give you the diversity. Number two, this will make you yeah, basically this will make you all the colors. So the hard work on this one, guys, honestly, is getting all the colors of glass and wool and dye for the sheep and setting it up. But once it's set up, guys, you know what? Just leave this at your base, hang around, and you're going to be building tons of stuff. So yeah, let's go over here. We're going to build this guy, yeah, over here. I've been starting to make builds and fill in spaces. So you can see wherever there's like a extra block, I'm just trying to fill in blank gaps, like, you know how the cow farm was in there, yesterday. And yeah, so we're going to build this out here, guys. Let's start this guy off. So let's do it. It's going to be pretty simple. I'm going to tell you what you need. Like I said, if you want to make it, if you want to have all the colors of glass on the outside, just like mine, that's the hard part. And yeah, so let's go do this. And yeah, we're going to tell you what you need, guys. For this build, you need one redstone torch, one lever, one minecart with hopper. There's going to be 16 colors of wool, so you need 16 item frames. There is roughly, actually, it's going to be 16 blocks of choice. That's for the track. 14 regular rails, 2 hoppers, 2 powered rails, 34 grass. So you need silk touch or you need dirt with grass around it and just one grass. It's up to you. We're gonna need 32 observer blocks, 2 chests, 16 dispensers, 52 glass if you want multiple colors to represent each sheep. That's up to you. And shears, at least 16 of them, one for each sheep. Each shear does 238 blocks, or 238 clicks. Each click does between 1 and 3 wool. And if you fill a dispenser with 9, we're talking 1800 wool per full dispenser. So in addition to that, guys, you're gonna need trapdoors. You're gonna need these trapdoors. I didn't put them in the description or in the thing. You're gonna need yeah, 16 of them. I'm pretty sure it's 16 of them, give or take. Bring a couple extra if you want to get it done. So like I said, 16 different color of sheep. So I don't know where these bees are coming, bro. I literally keep killing all the entities in the world and there's still more bees over and over. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're going to do 2 rows deep. It's important that you have this second row. It helps the grass inside grow. Once the sheep eat the grass, they grow wool. The shears know that it does that. It takes the wool and it drops it down. Having this grass around the outside rim probably makes it go twice as fast as it would without it. So yeah, do it that way and then feel good about it. So what we're going to do here is go ahead and grab your observers. All of these blocks facing back. And the reason this is going to say, it's going to understand when the grass has been eaten by the sheep or when it grows. Either way, it's going to go back like this. And then what it's going to do is once this observer does that, it's going to go up and it's going to trigger this observer, which is going to trigger the dispenser, which is actually the very easiest way to operate this farm. You can see, not that hard, anybody can get a half a stack of observers is pretty much the hard part. Turn around, grab your dispensers and do this all the way down. Bingo bango. I wouldn't on MC Creeper. He puts hoppers behind all these things and chests. Like I said, guys, a full thing of shears right here. I'm gonna just go through and do it right now, but yeah, I'm actually gonna do it after. But basically, a full dispenser of shears is 9 shears, and they will literally, you almost have 2,000 wool per full dispenser. So this is 32,000 wool. If these are just full, you don't really need the chest. I would just fill them up as you go. So let's go ahead and grab our trapdoors, which I so idiotically idiotically left out of my inventory. We don't need grass anymore. So basically what you're going to do is just do this. Bang. So we're going to skip one, do this, bang, skip one, do this, bang, every 2. And then we're going to turn around and do it the other way. It's pretty straightforward stuff, kind of straightforward stuff. And yes, so once it's done this way, we're going to do this one. On the ends, leave just one. Right here, double up like this. And double up on all the inside ones like this. And there's your, I feel like it's 16, but I think I might be, you know, one off. I don't know. I think it's 16 trapdoors. That's what I told you guys. So let's wrap this bad boy up. So you're going to want it glass. At first, I'm going to just go ahead and I'm just going to use regular glass for the tutorial. But like I said, if you want it to look pretty, you got to dye the glass and you got to make it look good. I'm not going to go through all the steps. That actually took longer than the whole tutorial. So dyeing the sheep is another one. So just cover the whole front with glass. Cover this side with glass. And do it too high. So in my experience, these guys have not hopped over any of these trapdoors, so I don't have a problem with that. What I will tell you is it's actually going to be super easy. You're going to have to lure your sheep in, so you're going to want to be careful. When you do this, you're going to want to be very careful when you lure your sheep in, and a good way to do that is to cover it up as soon as you drop them in. So in a perfect world, you're going to put a sheep, and then you're going to cover it with glass. That stops them from, I feel it stops them from going over. Do that, drop the sheep in, and then move on to the next chamber. Do the same thing again. And again, if you want to dye them, you're going to dye them. I'll do it for you actually, but first let's put the sheep in. It's easier once the sheep are in, then you dye them after the fact, and then you do the color. I'm going to do it, you know what, I'm going to do the color. That's pretty much the most coolest thing about this farm is all the colors. So I'm just going to do it once. Drop your sheep in first, and then we'll do it together. So this guy here, this guy here. It's going to be 2 per, and keep going. And now that we've done this, it's more or less ready to go. What we're going to do is let's go ahead and just go down here, and we're going to put our rail, which is actually a very simple system. We're going to want this rail one down like this and up. Bring this guy all the way down to the other end. There's going to be a weird shadow. I don't know why the shadow does what it does, but once we've done this, go like this and go like this. Grab yourself your redstone torch and your lever and your powered rails. And your hopper, and bango. So powered rail on each end. One of them can just have a permanent power on it, and then you're going to want to turn it off. So on this side here, we're going to use a lever. Bang. Lever on and off, right? Good. So bring these guys all the way down. The ones in the middle are going to get broke. So let's go like this and put our chest like this. Grab your chest. Actually, we're going to need those, aren't we? Silly. So, put the chest right here. Placeholder. Go to the other side with your placeholder, which, yep, I'm going to have to use this guy right here. Bang. And I just do this to stand. And you don't really need multiple hoppers. Again, on MC Creeper's version, he just does all hoppers here. All hoppers in the back. His version literally has, let's see, a half a stack of hoppers that are totally unnecessary. You don't miss, well, this thing isn't, you know, it's not going that fast. We do this, this, and this, and then once you put your minecart in, you will be ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, you put this guy in, and then when you want to turn it on and off, you use this switch right here. So once this switch is off right here, you're going to feel good about it. It's just going to stop, and then your farm is off, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use what I need to do is go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and switch all of the glass to each color. I'm going to go ahead and put an item frame for every color of the thing, and then I'm going to go ahead and put shears in every single one of these. At least one, even just one shear does 238 clicks, and that could be up to 600 wool per one shear. So I'm going to do that. I'm not even going to time lapse it. I'm going to, actually, you know what? I'm just going to do like a quick time lapse, but I'm going to edit it right out because you guys don't want to see that. So a good way to do this is to set up your inventory right and just basically set up your wool, set up your actual glass and your actual dye at the same time. So you know what I mean? Put white here and then make sure that you have your white dye, and that's how you do it. So basically go through, you don't need to dye the white sheet because he's already, but basically one of each dye. Black is a hard one, pink one, and you know what I mean? And go through and yeah, we'll do this together right now. And there you go. So that is the hardest part about it. I'm being super serious about that. We set this guy up and he could start going back and forth. We have shears in there. We have everything in there ready to go. And one last little addition here, guys. Like I said, make sure you add grass. This grass is only gonna help it and not hinder this farm. More grass around it helps the grass grow. And it also helps the grass grow. So yeah, that's it. If this farm is actually in the ground, you're probably in your best bet. Like actually build this in the ground of your base like this, and you will be better off like that. Guys, don't forget to smash that like before you go. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel for yeah, cool tutorials, let's plays and stuff. And yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to smash the like before you go. Catch you tomorrow with some new tutorials and ish. Later.